walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Dire team ban.
Radiant team, pick. Dire team, pick.
Invoker.
And gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy Latre. I do apologize for the slow start, just sorting out some more gremlins I'm having tonight. But everything seems to be running perfectly smoothly now. Yeah, everything looks good. Here we go. And I'm back. Yeah, it's your boy Latre here, and we're coming to you live tonight. Joining me is the one and only Maz. He will be streaming from his Twitch channel. Maz, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, Latra, how you doing, buddy? What's up?
Quiet night. Yeah, look at these bands the guys are throwing out. The Silencer, the Zeus, we've got the Axe, then we've got the Marana, the Earthshaker, oh, and that ever so annoying creepy crawly.
Dire team.
You still there, Maz?
Yeah, I'm still here, buddy. What do you think? A couple illusion heroes coming out tonight?
Look, they have taken up the Invoker on the side of TBA, and then we've got the Crystal Maiden Broodmother. So that is an indication to me that Primal is wanting to go for quite a heavy push strat, and Invoker is actually very good at stopping that.
Yeah, definitely a possible brood mid, maybe.
I don't really think so. Possibly Brood going into maybe the safe lane position, I'm thinking.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll have to see it for the picks later.
Yeah, I think that Broodmother might go into safe lane. I mean, they've got the Crystal Maiden. That is a very, very nice support there. It's got quite a bit of slow. And not to forget that Hectic ultimate ability. I mean, it does so much damage.
Oh, yeah. Get a Glimmer Cape in there and you're not going to find him.
Yeah, it's a very, very sneaky little hero, that. And also it's got the Mana Regen aura. And that's going to help Broodmother quite a lot. Especially pushing out those lanes. I mean, looking at the Invoker already, can imagine quite a bit of Sunstrikes to beat balls. Ooh, and the Lion being picked up here by the side of TBA. So they're going to want to try and counter the Broodmother as much as possible, especially with those Spiderlings. And
nice.
Lion can definitely get quite a bit of farm from that.
Yeah, I like that hero. Good Hex on the line, good stun on the line, good ulti as well. Get yourself maybe an E-Blade or a Veil of Discord. Then you...
10 seconds remaining.
I do think that Lion is most probably going to rush up that Blink Dagger and the ever so dangerous Agnum Scepter, which adds a hell of a lot of damage.
Definitely. Good AoE as well.
It's a good crowd control coming from the Lion. Be interesting to see what bans out the side of TBA is going to come up with next. You still have a bit of time, especially the reserve time, I can see. So they're definitely considering their options.
Oh, there's a Drow ban.
Yeah, the Drow is a very, very good ban in my opinion. I mean, he's got that silence, and he also does a hell of a lot of damage, especially with the damage aura. But, I mean, they can still come back with maybe a Vengeful Spirit, which also has her own aura.
Yeah, that's true. So we've got two supports out at the moment, Lion and a CM. Is it say?
Some good supports coming out. Seem to be having a bit of issues again with my stream, but I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to keep going and see if it will actually end. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Awesome. Perfect. Alright, so we do have the Bloodseeker as well as the Winter Wyvern ban out. I do like the Winter Wyvern ban. I've mentioned on so many occasions that I do not like that hero at all. Especially for the communication factor being implemented with that hero. I mean, 1 second of miscommunication and everything just ends up very, very badly.
And you'd hope teams at this level are chatting to each other, and the Winter's Curse is not going to be just interrupting anyone else's ultimates. But you are right, it can happen.
10 seconds remaining.
Most definitely. The Ember Spirit now being banned out as
5
well.
seconds
So
remaining.
it does seem that Primal is trying to get rid of any split push potential that the side
Radiant
of TBA
team
can bring to the
pick.
table as well. But Centaur.
Yeah, that's a good offlaner. That's solid.
Definitely. I mean, Centaur does bring quite a lot of harassment to the table. I think that Centaur Warrunner also would want to rush up that blink very, very quickly to try
10 seconds
and
remaining.
get that stampede as well as the stun. So yeah,
5
Centaur
seconds
Warrunner is
remaining.
gonna have a lot of work
Dire
cut
team
out for him.
pick.
Ooh, Witch Doctor. Nice pick up there from TBA.
Well, I think he's that Centaur's gonna have to definitely give himself a pipe and a hood and a pipe this game. If he's gonna deal with that magic damage. Invoker as well, or definitely from the Invoker.
Yeah, look, it depends on how aggressive the Invoker is actually going to be playing in this game.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, they've got the line in the Witch Doctor, which I would assume is going to play quite aggressive. Invoker most probably is going to rush that Agnum Scepter as well, just to get those spells off. And Anti-Mage now being picked up, which is a big concern, and that does work very well against the heroes that TBA actually has.
Yeah. Yeah, now as Anti-Mage picking. Is that now your safe lane
5
carry then, and
seconds
the Brood
remaining.
goes mid?
Yeah, that throws my theory out of the water. It does seem that Broodmother is going to go mid, but yeah, very, very odd strategy.
Bristleback coming out.
Now, I think the side of Primal is mostly relying on their levels. So they're going to want to get those levels up as quick as possible to start with their ganks. And I think they're mostly going to wait until Centaur Warrunner has got the Blink Dagger up, and Broodmother is going to be pushing out the lanes pretty much. Anti-Mage mostly is going to be farming for probably like the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game.
5 seconds
Basically lose
remaining.
a Crystal Maiden. So Primal is going to have to pick up something that's sustainable and is able to create that space for Anti-Mage to actually get the farm up. Broodmother can tie into that to a certain extent, but if TBA manages to shut down the Broodmother, Anti-Mage is going to have to abandon that farm and get into the fight.
Yeah, suppose he doesn't. They don't have maybe an offlane Magnus on the side of Primal. Then old Anti-Mage doesn't need a Battle Fury, but obviously that's not the case this game.
Yeah, the Bristleback that was just picked up. Yeah, and Anti-Mage is going to have to farm up very, very quickly. Bristleback does do a lot of damage, especially with that Core Spray.
Radiant team ban.
And the Phantom Assassin is out of the picture.
Person does do a hell of a lot of damage. It can work quite well against the Bristleback unless he decides
10
to
seconds
pick up a Blade
remaining.
Mail. But Phantom Assassin in all regards is
5
pretty good
seconds
hero
remaining.
and nice ban out there from them.
Yeah. You'd think maybe that they wanted to give TBA some kind of hard hitter that Centaur's passive could go off, but that's.
Yeah, look, Centaur's main function is basically just the damage return and the harassment. He's able to get into those fights and he's able to get his team out of danger if it needs be. But by doing that, he's also going to ensure that they're not going to have the initiation for a set amount of time, and that's just going to push them onto the back foot.
Radiant team, pick.
Willow. Primal looking to take the cores out, whereas TBA looking to take the supports out. Suppose it does make sense. Primal still need a position 4.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, Primal has got, you know, it's a very awkward lineup in my opinion. Just for the mere fact that they picked up the anti-mage, which is very farm dependent. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to get their levels up basically pretty quickly. But I mean, Center Warrunner being in the offlane position, possibly going up against the line, and the Witch Doctor is gonna find it very difficult to get those levels up. He's going to be constantly harassed, and it is definitely gonna cause an issue.
Dire team, pick.
There's the illusions from earlier with no access and no earth.
Ooh, Phantom Lancer being picked up.
But yeah, if that Scent does get a nice blink and stomp on him, could be in trouble. But the Phantom Lancer will get a
5 seconds remaining.
That is basically going up to the final pickup for the side of Primal. They have gone with the Crystal Maiden, the Brood Mother, the Centaur, and the Anti-Mage. Yeah, I really don't know what they're gonna go with this one, but they've decided to go for the Wind Ranger.
My good
nice.
friend.
That's a sneaky little 4. It's a good 4. It's got a little shackles on. It's got some strength on him.
I do love the sets that's coming out. I mean, just look at that Anti-Mage. He looks absolutely super evil.
Look at that center. I can't even see his face.
I guess that's why it's probably going to need the blink to avoid hitting the trees.
Ah, yes, these guys really stacked out. Even the Lion and the Invoker looking really good.
The Phantom Lancer is like a Jackie Chan lookalike.
Ha. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah, it looks like he could be a calm rice farmer in some hilly mountain town. And then he just kicks butt when he feels like it.
Right. And yeah, this is the start of the game. This is the side of Shadow Gamers Primal going up against Shadow Gamers TBA. I'm very excited for that. Just going to introduce the Radiant side to you guys very quickly.
You really should
we do have the Bristleback that is going to be played by Iron Branch. Invoker will be played by Tanko. Witch Doctor will be played by Mick Jagger. Lion by Reaper. And finally we've got Feed Me playing on the Phantom Lancer. Would you like to introduce the Dire side for us?
Oh, and on the Dire side we have Daywalker as the Crystal Maiden, Pidos as our Anti-Mage, UUU8 as the Centaur, Luigi Wheel as our Wind Ranger, and Koala King as the Brood Mother.
Awesome.
Magic
I
is an
especially left
abomination.
the Wind Ranger's name for you. I wasn't sure if I was going to be actually able to do that.
Thanks, mate.
Sneaky one there. But just looking at the lanes, we do have the anti-mage as
30
expected going
seconds to battle.
the safe lane position. He's going to be supported by the Crystal Maiden.
Oh, I see.
Then at the bottom
Are
lane we
those
have
little-
the
little
Wind Ranger
people down
and
there?
the Centaur. I'm
Wonderful
assuming
what
that
they can do
the Wind
these
Ranger might be wanting to look to be roaming in this match. What do you think?
The Wind Ranger?
Yes.
Possibly. Positions 4s usually are known to roam. We'll have to see how much laning she does or not. I think if the mid needs the help, he's going to call for it. But otherwise, the Wind's nice to do some harassment in lane with that Centaur.
Definitely.
Are we starting now?
So we've got the game underway. Each team has gotten their bounty runes respectively. Nice little ward coming out there from the Wind Ranger. Sneaky little one there. And that's just to try and scout out any wards that is going to be planted by the Twitch Doctor. He's also got his sentry and observers. So as you did say, Koala King on the Broodmother is going to be in the mid lane. And yeah, I think Invoker's actually going to have quite a bit of fun with that, especially against Spiderling. Just pop a tornado in there.
Yes, but Brood is really known to push quite hard, and you know, I don't want to really put my foot in my mouth here, but that mid tower of Invokers might be gone at 15.
We'll definitely look and see if that is going to be the case. But the harassment at the top lane is starting quite heavily.
Yeah, they've got 1 milli, 1 range apiece. But the calls, yeah, calls stacking on that bristleback's always ugly.
A little stun coming out there from Reaper. And they're going to try and anti-mage out of that lane as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, especially getting close to the bristleback as well. You can't. I think the anti-mage might struggle to get the last hits.
It's going to be difficult for them. Wind Ranger running around, popping down some wards. But ooh, Daywalker at the top lane. He's in a bit of trouble. Oh, and he manages to survive.
He needed one more right click to die.
Yeah, I think Reaper was just a little bit too scared to run towards that tower.
I think if they dove, they would have made it and would have survived.
No.
Yeah, depending on how.
Been slain.
Oh, but we've actually got
another
a Dire
innocent
Courier kill.
slain for our amusement.
Goodness. Oh, this Brood's taking a bit of a beating.
A Broodmother going up against the Invoker. Possibly not going as well as they would have hoped. I mean, Focus is going to stay back and get as much farm as possibly can. But at the bottom lane, we see that Stentor just quickly popping a healing salve. He's taking a lot of harassment.
The Invoker's also not picking up a Wex at the moment, so he's not going to have tornadoes. Or he won't have an EMP. And won't have either one. He's not going across Wex build, he's taking Exalt. Wants to get Sunstrikes off.
He's also got the Forged Spirits that is going to help him push, but now a quick stun going up onto the Wind Ranger. He doesn't have the Wind Run available, but he is able to very quickly stun up Jaeger and Feed Me. Quickly walk away from that one.
It's a nice position for her to have, you know. She's going to do some right clicks to your range, has shackles, has a power shot, has escapability as well. And a tower push with her ulti, so it's a good choice this. And she's gonna rotate top quickly.
I feel like a broken record.
Just a very quick one. I just need you to check for me, Maz, in your Dota chat. If you've got that enabled, I'm getting some reports that your voice is cutting out. And while that's happening, Reaper is in a world of trouble. He's going to go down first, but down to Speedo. Very quick jump back. And good assistance coming there from the Wind Ranger as well.
Yeah, I just maybe had to put my threshold a little lower, the 6%, which is quite low as it is.
No, just ooh, Iron Branch is maybe going to take out the Wind Ranger. He is going to pop that Wind Run, get the hell out of there. Basically managed to do so. Quick smoke being popped by Reaper, but that is going to expose him. Speedos does have blink in 3 seconds. Just pulling Iron Branch.
Dire's middle tower is under an
They're quite aggressive in this top lane on the side of Primal.
Peter is doing very well to stay alive for now.
Yeah, he's also got his blink, so he can escape as well. So there's a decent amount of escapability on TBA's side.
Every time they go on him, it's like 3 seconds remaining, but he keeps running back to the tower, so the tower can do most of the damage.
Yeah.
In the mid lane, though, Broodmother has taken over the last for 24-0. That versus the Invoker, which had about 8 or 9.
No, she's just sitting here in the jungle, farming away.
This'll come in handy.
Level 6 to level 5, so the Invoker is 1 up on the Brood.
Yeah, the only issue that they might have is when Invoker starts roaming. Broodmother's basically just going to stick to that lane and push the tower.
Yeah, definitely. He still doesn't have his tornado up yet, so I don't know what type of ganks he's going to get off. Just cold snap? Into meatball, maybe?
Yeah, it is possible. I mean, we do have Reaper sitting at the back of Koala. Look at that damage coming through, especially... Oh,
no big stun.
Is this going to be enough? Stun strike coming through. Yes, lands. Beautiful play.
That's it.
Lion actually does go down to the Spiderling. But now Tanko. Look at that damage.
But a mid for a support is well worth it.
Now Tanko, I think, is overstaying his welcome just a little bit too much. I think there's too many Spiderlings there for him. He should have backed. Yeah, he manages to survive. He almost went down.
Where is the witch doctors roaming in there?
This will give them the envies.
Yeah, these supports on the side of Primal really do like to rotate mid and try to get ganks off.
Yeah, look, the rotation from the Wind Ranger and the Crystal Maiden, I think, was a very, very good move. And it's definitely going to help center out more. Alright, but now Tanko in the mid lane, he is taking a lot of damage. Does manage to go into the Ghost Walk. There is no detection available, so Tanko's going to be able to avoid
Strange
there.
to say, Radiant's middle tower is under
very,
attack.
very lucky there.
Yeah, it was close. At least he could get his invisibility off.
No, that's the dangers of not carrying any dust. But yeah, just look at this cocky Koala farming behind the tower.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like
this.
nobody's Radiant's structures.
Yeah, that's the thing. A Broodmother just a Broodmother goes mid, and you know she'll push you down. If you're a decent player and you know how it works and you can micromanage your Spiderlings, you know, it's the lane you can win.
Lion in the top lane taking quite a bit of harassment. But oh, power shot! And Luigi Weo taking advantage of that one. Very, very good kill going there to him.
Oh, Bristle's in trouble.
Now that power shot's just doing so much damage.
Oh, he's left with 50 health, and there's no shrine for him.
No, that shrine's only going to be available in the next 2 minutes. Maybe 4 minutes. 240. Thinking my calculations are way out tonight. But now Centaur, he's in a bit of trouble there. Beat me going. Beautiful sunstrike coming through. Very good communication.
Second sunstrike of the night, and they've both been on point and got kills. So kudos to the Invoker.
No, he's doing very, very well. Despite the harassment that he's going through. I mean, Broodmother now currently 52 last hit against the 39 of Invoker. But now he's in trouble again. Once again, quickly pops that Ghost Walk.
She also doesn't have the dust again. Picked up a medallion.
And Lion is now coming in. Does get the stun off. Only got the cold snap available on the Invoker. That's going to use that right now. And Koala just using that web to hide as best she can. But in the top lane, Iron Branch, Bristleback.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, taking a beating.
Luckily for him, Wind Ranger never had enough mana for the power shot. Koala actually manages to take out the lion.
Lion sticks around and dies to mid.
No, it's doesn't really look like are going the way of our Radiant side.
Yeah, we got a 2k net worth lead on the side of TBA at the moment, but it's still early days, 10 minutes into the game.
Well, they can definitely cause quite a bit of issues. It does feel that the side of Primal is playing a bit more technical.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just gonna have to slow it down a bit, just figure themselves out. And this tower's looking like it's falling, and it's 10 minutes in, so.
Another sunstrike going on.
And he takes it 5 minutes under my prediction.
Singular antecedent, singular pronoun.
Not looking good.
This Phantom Lancer bottom has only got 37 last hits. So as your safe lane carry, you gotta stress a bit that he's not really finding the CS in lane.
Now look, this wind range. Oh, beautiful stun coming out from Centaur, and goes the Witch Doctor rather.
Double Edge is a great ability.
Yeah, that's the only issue, especially at the early stages of the game, that damage return from the Centaur Warrunner, which currently is at level 3.
Bridge jump in the Invoker doesn't kill him.
No.
I do feel that, ooh, another stun going out, double edge again.
Oh, beautiful.
Primal is just making it look so easy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Shippy says apparently the stream has no video.
Quickly.
And the Wind Ranger does fall to Invoker bottom. Huge rotations coming in.
Look at the stream myself.
He says it has no video.
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified.
Okay, we've got a fortification coming out from Primal to push the tower. They have everyone rotated down.
I've checked the stream out. There is video. Not sure what's happening there.
Alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, everything looks good on
Dire's
our side.
bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, for those watching, maybe just try refreshing the page. Alternatively, you are more than welcome to go have a look on the Twitch channel. Would you mind sharing that with the viewers?
Guys, so we're Twitch TV /GingerBoogie.
Awesome. So you can also view it there. But from our side, just logged in on my phone quick, and yes, video stream is looking good. And also the quality is not that bad either. It's going to be. Ooh, engagement going, but oh, look at that! Invoker, what happened? Gun coming through, power shot, Maledict. Oh, nice! But Mick Jagger quickly stopped there by the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, good ulti onto that Brood, securing the kill. It's nice when a support gets a little kill like that.
I see now Anti-Mage has skilled up plus in strength. Phantom Lancer is working his way seemingly into a Mantis style before going up for the Diffusal.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Another rotation coming in from Wind Ranger. Oh, does manage to get it off. Beautiful little... Oh! I don't think that Phantom Lancer is going to get out of here. He's going to try TP. They do find him. Yes, they find him.
The double edge. What a spell.
Yeah, it just does so much damage.
Now, if you're on the side of Primal, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. Because you've got a 0-2 Phantom Lancer and his CS is about mid-table as well, so I think you're going to be stressed if you're on the side of the Radiant right now.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
that
tower is
is
being
TBA
subjected to
playing on
extreme
the
violence.
Radiant
Dire's
side.
top tower is under
I
attack.
think you know
they-
that they have
In a
resorted
stroke of
to
cunning, or
to
perhaps
trying
of
to stick
desperation,
together.
strange to say,
But
Radiant's
yeah,
middle tower
Lion is overextended
Dire's
quite a
top
bit.
tower
He's
is
going to be
under
caught out there by the anti-mage as well. Beautiful little freeze up coming to Weechi as well. And that's going to be the end of Reaper.
Dire's top tower
And
is
we've got the
under
mid tower tier 2 falling to the Brood as well, so she's pushing them down.
No, it's
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
just trying to figure out what it is that TBA actually needs to do in order to get back into the game. They're going to have to do a pick-off here, and they're just going to have to keep on rolling. There's no time for them to actually farm.
And a bit of... Yeah, well, a bit of vision in their jungle as well, so this carry can farm.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If the team does decide that they're going to send feed off just to straight up farm for like 10-15 minutes, the entire team is going to suffer. So they're forcing TBA to get into the feed fight. Beautiful tornado. Oh, and the stun. Wind Ranger is going to go down. Nice little pick off there for them. 225 gold going into the bank of the Lion. That's going to help him quite a bit. He does have only the Tranquil Boots available. 400 gold in his cash. But I still don't think that's enough to turn the game in their favor.
Radiant's top
60
tower
minutes
is
in,
under
it's
attack.
9,000 gold.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
tower is under an extraordinary
The lead is
amount of
pretty... It's going to
stress.
get big at this point. Yeah, 9,000 net worth lead and mid tower is about to fall.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Not going to fall. Glyph comes out.
It would appear Radiant's
Now we
top
do have
tower is
rotation
under
coming in
attack.
now. Iron Branch is going to take the brunt of the damage. Even the Green now starting to come in. Beautiful little tower going down, but the Maledicts now both are coming into play, but the stuns are starting to smack away, but they do manage to escape. Wala, he's going to sit on the hill.
Radiant's
Phantom Lance is
bottom
taking
tower
quite a
is
bit of damage,
under
and
attack.
he's just going to back away. Just this
Oh,
anti-mage.
anti-mage.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I think he's
under
actually
attack.
still going to manage to get a kill.
Has that ever been called for
Yep,
celebration?
he's going to go for the Boca.
Magic thyself.
I almost
if you
wish you went for a double there.
Tower is
Yeah, I
under
think if you
attack.
wanted to, you could have gotten a double kill there.
He should have.
In situations like that,
Radiant's
things
bottom tower
happen
is being
so quickly.
subjected to extreme
Only afterwards you
violence.
realize, oh, I could have done this,
Radiant's
or oh, I
bottom
could have
tower
done
has
that.
fallen.
No, of course. But 10k lead for Primal, so they're really going ham on this game.
Yeah, I know. This is only 17 minutes in. I mean, looking at Central, he's already got his Blink Dagger up.
We've got a Blink on the Scent, and we have an Orchid on the Brood Mother, and we're almost gonna have our Manta style on the Anti-Mage.
The one issue that I think that went wrong in the mid lane is that Invoker only has so much mana, but with the Brood Mother always being able to just create. Oh, Tornado completely misses, and Wind Ranger still in the mix, just smacking away. But the tower, is the tower going to get him? No, he does do a wind run. Just managed to get out.
Oh,
Ooh.
Maledict popping him.
Beautiful kill going that way.
CM managing to get out. Gets back to Shrine. Well, that's a 3-for-1 trade, so I'm sure Primal aren't too happy about that one.
No, most definitely not. But I just want to get back to what I was saying in the mid lane. I mean, the Invoker only has so much mana, but the Brood Mother is able to constantly
Invisibility.
spawn those Spiderlings. And at the end of the day, I think that actually caught up to Invoker.
Yeah. It's just that push that the Brood Mother can provide. She can just take towers mid easily, as you saw. Tier 2 at 15 minutes, I mean...
They're able to get a lot of harassment. Poor Bristle, no mana, cannot cast those Skull Sprays.
When I look back in hindsight now, I think this Anti-Mage was a great pick for the Bristleback and the Invoker. Leaves the Bristleback with mana, which he needs, and of course takes the Invoker out.
Yeah, it's also the mental factor that they bring into the game, because I mean, yes, they can try and split push it out like Phantom Lancer is going to try and do now, but it's going to force him to come back because they do need him.
20-minute run's going to be coming up. Maybe they're going to back off, look to Roche, get the gold. Broodmother's just farming away, she's having a pleasant time. Looking for a BKB next.
Once that BKB comes up, it's going to be pretty much GG.
And our Centaur's got his pipe queued up as well, so he's ready for action.
Primal's playing very, very good at the moment. I mean, the only thing that they can do at the moment is just try and feed off those spiders to get some golden experience. But I mean, even with that, Koala is hiding them pretty well.
Also comes with a bit of a danger factor. You try to feed off those spiderlings and she jumps on you, someone might follow up, and then you end up in an ugly team fight.
So it's, I mean, if you're going to go on the Broodmother, you need to commit to it. If all else fails, I mean, that's
tower is
right.
under attack.
No, definitely. I would say they only have about a 4-5 minute window before the BKB comes up. So if they're looking to kill her, they need to do it in about that time frame.
They are trying to jump up onto Iron. They're going to get a stun off, but it doesn't really latch on. Very, very good. Maiden. But now
structures are not only fortified, they are positively glowing.
Ooh. Now this anti-mage is pushing the lane, he really doesn't care.
Oh!
Look at that damage.
Doesn't care, jumps and gets a kill while he's added Sunstrike misses. Man. See, that's the thing, Primal have really got a decent pushing team in a Brood and an anti-mage. You're not going to stop it.
You know, it's a very difficult situation for TBA to be in. Yeah, it's not like they're able to go on anyone. I mean, they have to deal with the Wind Ranger. He's just going to win run out of there. Then they've still got the Stampede from the Centaur War Runner. So it's very, very difficult for them to actually catch anyone with them off guard.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of escapability on the side of Primal. They've really chosen heroes that are going to complement each other. Because now imagine your Wind Ranger with that run in the center ulti. She's going to look like Usain Bolt.
That situation. And yeah, Peter, he doesn't really care. Just pops the Mantis style, avoids the launch from the Lancer.
And Shrine's going to be going down this side. Backup coming in from the Wind Range and the CM.
No, they're shutting down TBA quite a bit.
One shrine gone, Brood looking to pick up the other shrine bottom. And Primal still sitting with all their tier 2 towers at this moment. Centaur jumping in there to chip away. I'm
going to go for the Roshan right now. You have the Basher on anti-mage as well. And Broodmother is just keeping them busy.
Yeah, that pushing constantly is really working on them.
Nice little and finally they're going to be able to get rid of Koala.
They did need a 4-man just to get her down though. Even a 5-man just to get her down. And AM picking up their ages. Primal's looking to fight. Oh, what a blink. Invoker managing to get away. Sand strike missing. Alright, got a second life coming up.
They timed it well, but wind rage is just coming in from the side. Every time it seems that TBA is starting to make a comeback, Primal just shuts them down.
Yeah, 13k net with lead on this side. This Bristleback's gonna be in trouble. Ah, Mage is getting big now.
The only thing left to be seen is the high ground defense.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
At the moment they don't really have much. I mean, Witch Doctor now currently has these silenced up, stomping away at Team Reaper coming in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason.
I suppose you can throw a tornado down the stairs, but what else do they have?
Tornado is coming off down.
There we go. Into meatball. Oh, BKB coming out.
Radiant's lovely middle barracks are under great duress.
Yeah, oh, this line's in a world of trouble. Manages to get away.
It does seem that TBA is trying to give it everything they've got. I mean, they're trying to make a valiant effort to actually get back into the game. They're currently 15,000 net worth behind, and they have got a hell of a lot of work to actually catch up.
Must I repeat myself?
Yeah, definitely. I think unfortunately the Phantom Lancer was struggled in his lane a bit, didn't really manage to get the CS. He's still about mid-table, and the net worth as well. Only sitting at 9,000. Oh.
Jagger is not going to survive this one. Either he's Iron Bond. It's pretty much GG. He's trying. He's absolutely barely getting it down.
Oh, team wipe.
Oh.
Well, it's safe to say that Primal had a good game.
Most definitely. I mean, this anti-mage just got attack.
Pay very close attention now. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And that's what you do with the brood mid. You be annoying, you send out spiderlings, and you push towers.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah, I did think that Invoker would have been, you know, a nice sort of counter.
Oh. If you are TBA, do you maybe pick up a sniper against a broodmother, drop a couple of shrapnels around the park and feed off the spiderlings at a long distance, or does it not work?
I mean, even if Sniper does manage to get those spiderlings, for honest, actually quite quick.
Yes, and the anti-mage manages to get off a triple kill, even trying to fountain dive. But yeah, that's when you know. That's when you know you've got the game. You get a little cocky, you try fountain dive. Killing spree from the broodmother. Oh, you're going nowhere, Bristleback.
TBA has got now on for the side of Primal at the moment.
A little bird tells me that Radiant's top barracks are under attack. I've never seen Radiant's structures looking so fortified.
Just trying to run down this Crystal Maiden. Is he gonna find her? Sand strike coming out. Does miss.
Yeah, Yeah, and that to me it does feel, you know, too little, too late. But I mean, aside of Primal, they did what they needed to do. They stuck to their objectives, and yeah, unfortunately, TBA wasn't able to do anything in that.
Double down on
No, completely. Sometimes it's just a case of you're outdrafted, outplayed, better rotations possibly. You know, this kind of Phantom Lancer struggled to farm in his jungle a bit. They weren't wards up. Broodmother was also just owning that jungle.
Waste of the ulti of the Wind Ranger. I do feel that maybe a mid Shadow Fiend would have possibly worked a lot better. Especially with those Shadow Razors able to farm off those creeps and just keep that damage up.
Oh, well, that's another one, isn't it? Just, yeah, able to get those spiderlings a lot easier, giving him the souls as well. But, yeah, SF I find is a bit of a glass cannon. He can hit hard, but he dies quickly if he's in trouble.
I do think, like I said, Shadow Fiend probably would have been a better pickup.
This'll come in handy.
But I mean, they're playing with the hero they've got. I mean, they've managed to hold out for 30 minutes, and especially the way that Primal has been playing, actually not that bad.
No, that's a decent game. I mean, I played Metal State once and I got thrashed in 19 minutes, so I know about a beating.
It's very, very difficult for TBA to actually do anything. This is Peter back in the towers, thinking away.
Yeah, he's looking for the mega creeps. Yeah, he's got a butterfly as well, so he's really got some good items on him. Got an abyssal, got a butterfly. And there's the mega creeps.
The Dire now have mega creeps.
Ah, see him ulti just to wrap it up. Oh.
That's pretty much GG. GG is actually called.
There we go, GG's called.
This game going up to Shadow Gamers Primal, and they have done very, very well. 31 minutes. 57,000. That's pretty amazing.
That's a big one, it's a big one. No, but both teams played well, and it was a good first game. I enjoyed watching it.
Now it's up to game number 2. We'll see how that one goes. So we will be right back just after these short messages, so do not go anywhere.
cool. Shut, shut, shut.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is your boy Latre coming to you guys live, joined by none other than Maz for game number 2 of SG-Primal versus SG-TBA.
10 seconds remaining.
Maz, how are you feeling tonight?
Yes, buddy. Good, 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 good. I
5
see the
seconds
Clinks
remaining.
is banned once again this game.
Dire team's turn to ban.
Yeah, it doesn't see, but I do see a very, very big respect ban coming in the form of the Brood Mother.
Oh, I would have banned it myself, I promise you. Brood had a good game mid.
No, completely destroying the Invoker as predicted. So, yeah, kudos to that one.
I've just seen too many
10
mid towers
seconds
fall
remaining.
too quickly in the hands of a brood. You know, it's a hero that really can
5
dominate that
seconds
lane
remaining.
if they need to.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, Invoker banned as well though.
Yeah, definitely they don't want to play up against that Invoker. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what Primal is going to come up with in game number 2. It does seem that they are the strongest team
Dire
at the
team's
moment,
turn to pick.
but one team fight can change that all, and TBA might even be able
Radiant
to surprise
team's
us.
turn to pick. Mirana.
Let's see. What do we have? Marana. Winter
Radiant
banned as
team's
well.
turn to
Again, once again.
Lion.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Oh, TBA actually not wasting any time. They
No.
got the Shadow Shaman and the Lion.
Dire team ban.
Axe.
Yes, both these teams aren't slow tonight, really kind of knowing what they
Teams turn to
wanted,
ban.
premeditated picks maybe. But there's definitely some nice lockdown on the side of TBA, got a double hex into a spikes into shackles. Maybe a bit more push coming out from the TBA's lineup.
It is possible. I mean, they might possibly want to take Shadow Shaman and use
10
him
seconds
strictly
remaining.
for push, especially with the
5 seconds remaining.
the squads. But it still remains to be seen. I mean, Axe himself, very, very tanky hero. And yeah, I mean, Primal might just send him straight up just to take most of the damage.
Yeah. Do you suspect this is
Dire team ban.
for Marana? Maybe up as well?
Yeah, look, it's going to be very difficult for them to catch the Mirana, especially with the leap. And if Mirana is just going to stick to the background, it's going to cause quite a bit of issues, especially with those arrows. And it's going to make it very difficult for Shadow Shaman to actually get those shackles off.
Igma ban.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
So we have an X, we have Marana, so maybe looking for one more support and then cause. Anti-mage band, and another respect band there. That was a good anti-mage.
Yeah, they're going to want to take out as much as they possibly can. And it does seem that, if you can hear in the background, my dog also wants to cast.
So, what big offlaner do
Radiant
TBA
team's turn to
need?
pick.
Kotl's out, so they're looking at supports. What do we have? Tide, Underlord, a Doom, Timbersaw. Do people still play Timbersaw offlane these days?
Dire team's turn to pick.
Ah,
Not too much of
Beastmaster.
a Timbersaw, but Beastmaster is a very good pickup. I do like that one. He's able to provide quite a lot of vision, and
Oh yes.
it's definitely going to help, especially with the beast itself that slows. And I think they're going to use that to target mostly the axe.
Well, I suppose hopefully when the X blinks and the primal
Radiant
roll
team
goes off
turn to
immediately.
Witch Doctor.
Oh, Witch Doctor.
It's going to make things very difficult for TBA. Yeah, I think a Riki actually would work very well here in the favor of TBA.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Who ends up in the vessel on TBA's side if Lifestealer wants to jump in someone? A Beastmaster?
Yeah, it's difficult to say.
10 seconds
mean,
remaining.
Beastmaster is most likely going to be
5
the
seconds
initiator.
Remaining.
So most possibly it would be Beastmaster, depending on what they're going to take in their next pick.
So Spirit Breaker, maybe one of those big leaping heroes, Storms. But I mean, jump into get a shot. Ember.
Huh. Right, so that's Axe safe lane, Ember Spirit in off lane position, or you could even go mid. I think Ember is going to go to the mid lane.
I suspected maybe a mid Ember Spirit. I think they're still looking for their safe lane carry, because this I think we're gonna have that support in Witch and Mirana. A lot of stuns and disables coming out from both these teams. We've got hexes, arrows, casts, calls. Man, no one's gonna be moving. Everyone's just gonna be stuck or a chicken.
Yeah, look, I think Ember Spirit is gonna have a lot of work cut out for him in this game. He's gonna have to get as tanky as possible.
Possible Lincoln Sphere as well.
Oh, definitely. I mean, your Lincoln Sphere only helps for one spell.
A lot of it, true. Well, if we can stop either Hex coming out from those two supports, he's already won. Even the Lifestealer's raging.
Yeah.
A Void is out.
Yeah, look, Lifestealer for me is not really a viable pickup. Not against the lineup that SG-Primal has. I mean, for the simple fact that Access Call does go through spell immunity. So, Lifestealer can still be caught out here. And being backed up by an Ember Spirit.
Yes, so exactly. Axe is going to be able to dunk him in the beacon. And we're back, folks. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So now, is that our mid and the Ember Spirits going safe lane core then?
Yeah, Primal. Yeah, Sniper can work mid.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, he's gonna go up against
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think it's gonna be a Beastmaster though. I think they still need to pick their mid.
No, definitely will. Just what's great against the range and knockback on a sniper. There's a PA still in the pick. What else do we have? I'm trying to think now. TA, SF, PAs, TAs.
I think a Terrorblade would actually work very well here.
Terrorblade I like in the safe lane. I don't see a lot of TB going mid. A Leshrac,
Choose your
okay.
hero.
That we saw in the TI last year quite a bit. Support and court Leshrac came out a ton.
Yeah, look, Leshrac does provide a hell of a lot of damage. However, he's not really that sustainable. His stun also is not that reliable. He does have a very short delay on the stun. But late game Leshrac can actually do quite a bit of damage, and he is able to sustain himself as well. So I think it's just to get Leshrac into that late game.
So the thing is, if the Leshrac has a bad game and the Lifestealer doesn't perform,
10 seconds
or the
remaining.
Lifestealer doesn't do that well, doesn't get a CS in line on the Leshrac, the cores on the side of Primal are going to... Because Ember can definitely for Sniper.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. That's all I'm going to say. Who do you think is going to take game number 2?
Say again? Your mic's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, who do you think game number 2 is going to go to?
Yes, you know, you try so hard to be objective in this. After game 1, you almost want to say Primal has this. But let me go for TBA. I'll give it to TBA.
I know most of the guys at Shadow Games is gonna hate me, but I'm gonna try and stick to the obvious, which is Primal. I do think they just have that better team composition, and they do play quite well together. The communication is definitely there, but.
Well,
yeah.
you know, see, that's what I was trying to avoid. You know, I'll give it to TBA just not to vote for the obvious. Inside me, I was shouting Primal, but you know, I kept it to myself.
It's the unfortunate case of the casters that have to try and be as realistic as possible, even though some people don't like to hear it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through the lineup very quickly. We've got Iron Branch that is gonna be playing on the Beastmaster. Then we've got Tanko on the Leshrac. Shadow Shaman is going to be played by Mick Jagger. Lifestealer by Feed Me. And
30
finally,
seconds
Lion
to
is going to
battle.
be played by Reaper.
We've got the Daywalker on the Witch Doctor. We've got the Pedos on the Sniper, Koala King on the Ember Spirit, the Luigi on Marana, and last but not least, UU8 on the Axe.
So, yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting lineup. We actually see that Sniper looking to go into the safe
Let's
lane
get
position.
moving.
Axe and the Witch Doctor in off lane.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for a Sniper to play safe lane if you have a decent mid like an Ember Spirit. It was going to be one of the two. It's kind of like watching Miracle and Matumba Man swap. It happens.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm a bit concerned of is that Sniper might not be able to provide enough distraction for Marana to actually get a good arrow in there.
But if that arrow does land though, it's gonna be 5 seconds over, say, a shrapnel. There's gonna be a lot of damage being dealt here at top. It's not a guaranteed stun, but it's a long stun, so it might miss. But if it does land, you're stunned and you're stuck.
Yes and no. Look at it once again. It comes up to from what distance that arrow is actually going to land. But yeah, that still remains to be seen. I do see that in the mid lane though, Tanko is actually holding his own against Koala, and Koala's taking quite a bit of damage, even though he does have the Flame Guard.
One thing that kind of, you know, sets me off playing a Shadow Shaman is that the range on his right click is very short. You know, if you're looking to harass in lane, you really have to get up close and personal. Oh, Shackle's coming out.
Ooh, they're actually going to try and go onto Axe. Are they going to be able to get that kill? One more hit, and yes, first blood going to Shadow Shaman, but Luigi coming in very quickly, lands a stun onto Shadow Shaman, but they're going to set their sights on Feed Me, who is going to pop a healing potion very quickly.
Nice. But as you saw there, kind of the big plus for Shadow Shaman's side is that his right click is really hard. So it's short, but if it hits you, it's hard and it's sore.
Yeah, he does do quite a bit of damage in the early stages of the game. But Luigi is actually going to pick up a Heishu now, and he's going to run it down towards the mid lane. Is Koala King going to be able to distract him long enough? Nice little arrow coming through, and that doesn't hit anyone, but Luigi decides that he's just going to right click and he's going to run past.
So we do have some good rotations coming out from this 4. Pedos just left to get his solo farm in lane.
Spoil that stuff.
Sniper is actually tanking up quite a bit of damage there. Nice stun coming out as well as the Maledict. But they're turning that around, and I think Beastmaster is actually going to go down. Oh,
the arrow!
The arrow
Man,
lands.
it's exciting Dota.
It was a good arrow. That shrapnel provided just enough vision for Marana to get into position and shoot it off.
I'm wondering now, am I gonna like Luigi better as a Wind Ranger or as a Marana?
That still remains to be seen. It's still early
Yes,
game.
exactly.
The arrows have been quite easy up until now. I mean, the first arrow towards the Leshrac, I mean, he was hoping that Leshrac was going to try and move away, but he stood dead still. And the arrow didn't even touch the creep.
No.
Feed Me is not doing too bad. 14 last hits at the moment.
Yeah, 14 to 13 and 12.
I do feel that the Lion is actually being underutilized by the side of TBA. I mean, there's not enough roaming happening. Tanko actually manages to kill Ember.
That's going to be a good start for TBA.
Well, I'm sure they're going to be very, very happy about that.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last
Yeah, Feed
long.
Me is really not playing games in this lane. He's being aggressive. He's kind of, standing in the middle of that creep wave and he's trying to get as much last hits as he can. I think he's making up for that Phantom game, having not really got the CS he would like to have. But it's a different ball game this game.
Most definitely is doing very well. But ooh, Tanko in the mid lane almost going down to Koala, but he does manage to get the split
Just
earth
what
down.
that doctor ordered.
Oh, possible kill on the axe bottom. No, makes it out.
Definitely, he's gonna have to pop something. He's only got the tangos available. Doesn't have a healing salve. Shadow Shaman not doing too bad actually.
Got a rotation mid from Reaper. Just gonna try sneak up on the Ember for another kill. Found him. Oh no, he's smoked up. Oh, here we go.
You're gonna manage to do it. Oh, just look at that damage.
Oh, that's a beautiful rotation from the Lion. Double D in the river as well. Oh man, meanwhile, kills are coming out for days.
I know, Mick Jagger, he's in a world of trouble, being chased down there by the axe. Does finally get the battle hunger.
Oh,
he's gonna pop that, and Shadow Shaman is gonna go down.
Oh, he still had a hex. He still had an Ether shock. I think Feed Me is feeling a lot more confident on his lifestealer.
Double damage.
Oh, and Beastmaster's really just cleared all these woods around the tower. Getting all the vision they need.
Ooh, the damage Beastmaster's taking there. We do have Lion just running around the side.
Sniper's gonna have. Sniper's gonna have to shrine up. He really did take a beating.
It does seem like there's quite a bit of action bot. Another shackle up coming through. Battle hunger being popped on Mick Jagger. Oh, that stun! Axe is gonna call. Oh no, it's not.
And a nice kill coming out for the lifestealer there.
I honestly thought that Axe was going to call it there, but he doesn't even have call.
Level 5 axe with no call. I think that's missing.
Yeah, he's relying quite a lot on the battle hunger as well as the counter helix. I mean, he's got one level higher on battle hunger than the helix itself.
The problem is he's going to pick up his Cullen Blade on 6 and then only get call at 7. And he's missed every single cast from the Witch Doctor for a chance to get a call in. So I don't know if UU8 has not leveled this a little incorrectly this game.
Take it by to your head.
Ooh.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
He's possibly going down.
A tool to teach.
That was actually an arrow that landed as well. We do have Leshrak on level 9 already. Beastmaster has now rotated towards the bot lane. Hida is getting a killing spree on Reaper. Oh, they're definitely starting to take control of the stop lane.
Yeah, Sniper's owning it and is getting close to tower as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You have level 6 on Lifestealer.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
Levels,
bottom.
yeah,
Dire's
see,
bottom tower
level
is
6 on
being
Axe
chipped
as well. He's got
away.
his Cullen Blade.
Oh, they want to get
Dire's
this
bottom
tower down
tower is
so
under
badly.
attack.
And still we don't have Berserker's Call on the Axe.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Shadow Shaman level 5, almost level 6. Arrow coming out, that does land onto the Lifestealer. Now Axe running in, but ulti coming out from Beastmaster, but Blade coming out. Lead me is going to go down. Now they're giving chase. Lion is still there, does have the stun and the Hex available. Shadow Shaman trying to avoid it. Nice little Hex coming through, but he's going to run into the Marana, who is going to steal that bounty. Quick little Hex there from him. And double kill going to Axe. Battle Hunger once again doing its work.
It's really got a long duration with the last patch with that Battle Hunger. 12 seconds. And if you're not hitting, if you're not last hitting and getting creeps, you're gonna take damage.
No, Axe definitely, I think he knowingly didn't go for that Berserker's Call. I mean, the fact that he does go up against the Lifestealer, that Battle Hunger, just from the distance, actually does do quite a bit of damage, especially against heroes like the Shadow Shaman, who is quite squishy in the early stages of the game.
No, of course, I don't think he's just, you know, leaving it out because he doesn't know. It's really planned out and premeditated. Plus, he's got the stun from a witch on his side. He's got the stun from an arrow on his side. So,
oh, quick jump up there.
oh, what an arrow!
The lesson was.
That Primal Roar available in 5 seconds. Beastmaster, I feel, is overextending it a bit too much. Does get the Primal Roar off, he doesn't really have support, but now Lion comes in with a beautiful Hex and a stun. Still a couple of seconds. Shadow Shaman, is he going to be able to get it? Does get, oh no, this is not the
boy.
Oh, no. Not getting to that fight quick enough though, but Lifestealer at the bottom. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh!
Well, turn of events there.
I think these two teams are out to get us casters wrong tonight. I think that this was a plot.
Just when you thought the Lifestealer was really, you know, doing well on that Axe, out comes the Witch Doctor ult, but then the Leshrak TP's in. Oh, these arrows!
are definitely coming out now.
Oh, Luigi about to cement himself in history.
Those
Radiant's
arrows.
middle tower shouldn't have to take
gonna
this
hit anything?
abuse.
Oh.
I guess Radiant fortified their structures.
I think that one cemented him out of history.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
So we've got a 4K net worth lead on the side of Primal. We've got a Lifestealer doing pretty well for TBA. Lesraka as well, second in last hits. Net worth graph also second.
Oh, we've actually got a smoke.
Oh yes, here comes some action. Blink on the axe as well, under 13, it's really good.
Easy shot.
So the arrow is down for another 12 seconds. But they are now at the tower. Very bad situation for them to be in. Starfall coming out there from Marana, but a quick hex there from the Shadow Shaman. Also shackling up the axe, but oh, not to be enough. Quick down coming out there from him. That's a death ward being popped down. Axe, he's running for his life. He's not going to survive that quickly. The Marana jumps in, but he's also going to go down. But the sniper hasn't even taken damage. And Lifestealer jumps into a creep and saves his own life. But this sneaky little sniper.
So that's the nice thing about snipers, that he's going to stand in kind of the background, get the shots off. And the thing is, TBA don't really have a hero that can jump into the background to fetch him. The thing is, Beastmaster's not going to do it, Lifestealer's not going to do it, and Lesrak can't do it. You know, and this is why they were banning out, you know, things like a Void, PA. And so Sniper's actually a really good pick here, and he's, like you said, he's not taking damage. He's not in trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not a good place for them to be.
So now if you're TBA, maybe you need to pick up a Blade Mail
Radiant's bottom tower
and some of your heroes for those shots.
Now look, we do have the armlet on Lifestealer, and that's just going to help him so much more. But to a certain extent, I do feel that even though that mid-fight didn't really go in the favor of TBA, they possibly could still take this matchup, judging by the way that they're playing at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Oh, these arrows. They're landing, they're beautiful.
Radiant's middle
but there's
tower
no
is
follow-up.
under attack. Dire's top
No,
tower
that's the
is
thing.
Gone. Just a cold fog.
But I kind of feel there was the same mid earlier. The Beastmaster got his roll off and there wasn't really enough follow-up quick enough to have got those kills, and then the TBA ended up with a 2-hero loss there. The follow-up's obviously key, communication is key.
Yeah, also I do feel that TBA is losing a lot of experience chasing down heroes that they can't really catch. For example, the Ember Spirit. Also going to be very difficult for them to catch the axe. But
Radiant's middle
Shadow
tower could
Shaman.
use some help.
Another put down.
Big Jagger going down.
No, Luigi's really getting off some decent arrows this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy, he has trouble. Oh, that sniper out. Will Beastmaster get away?
Radiant's
Nope.
middle tower shouldn't
Iron
have to
Branch
take this
actually got a
abuse.
nice
You
kill
must
there, but
dominate
that was taken away
Invisibility.
by the Marana.
Yeah. Thing is, that sniper kill was worth a lot more, so they've made about a 600 gold difference there for TBA, which is winning.
I see Lifestealer is actually starting to
Dire's bottom
pick up
tower
in
is under
pace to
attack.
get those items.
Yeah, so he's looking to still get an Echo Saber right now.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
In about pre-20 minutes, so I hope he's able to pick up something big.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Axe does have the blink. The arrow does come through, lands on nobody. Actually, yes, now he does. He jumps. He doesn't get the fall properly, but Luca taking a hell of a lot of damage. He's going to fall. Taking down the axe. And quickly, Witch Doctor being taken out there by the Life Stealer. But the Moonlight Shadow has now been popped. But it does seem that it doesn't phase TBA at all. They are still pushing towards that tower. I think they're trying to break Primal's record for finishing the game.
Yeah, I think if you TBA and you see you've got 2-man kill like that, you got to put the pressure on. Unfortunately, towers are going to win you games, and they need to take their chances when they get them.
Oh, Beastmaster doing very well, clearing up the tree line to provide the revision. We do have a line that stun actually missed. Shadow Shaman goes down, and so does Leshrak. Beastmaster still there, does show the action, but he's going to go down to UG. He's getting a double kill, and as well as being on a mega kill streak at the moment. Primal just quickly rips away that advantage that TBA had.
As quickly as you get it, it can be taken away. Man, four-man kill on the side of TBA, and Primal are going to look to push this. Ember going mid. Glyph coming out a bit early.
Oh, the arrow that landed. Oh, Lion manages to get the kill.
Oh, that ulti.
He's going to make him pay.
Devastating.
Just a bit of a taunt there. Goodbye to your head.
Does have a long cooldown though. 160 seconds on that finger.
But getting that Murano, I think, was actually worth it for him.
I would say so. Got down the mega 5 kill streak, earned him 700 gold. Support for support, not even a call, but still worth it.
Witch Doctor finally has got that arcane boots up, and does seem that Axe is wanting to bolt through the blade now, but that blink and call misses everyone. Nice little stun coming through there, and Sniper now is in trouble, quickly gets taken out there. Once again, Axe is taking so much damage, but that's not before the line actually falls. Death ward falling down there from the Witch Doctor, but that's a 4-man team wipe, and Feedme is the only one that's alive, quickly popping that shroud. He doesn't see that. Oh, there is actually a Sentry Ward there, but Rana is going to move out of position there. Ember Spirit now coming into play as well, revealing themselves. Feedme quickly pops the rage, now doesn't know which way to go, but he decides to go for the Mirana. Now goes for the Ember Spirit and back to Mirana. Mirana does have one leap available. That goes on cooldown for another 25 seconds.
They're beating on Dire's
able
top
to get up there,
tower.
just kiting. Very well played there from Ember to distract Feedme. And not really knowing which way to go.
Yeah, Mirana manages to get out with her life. A little bit of health left over, but does get out. Haven't seen a rush this game yet.
Quick, a bit of a waste of gold there for the Witch Doctor, but not able to deward. And he saw the TP coming in. Koala going up onto Iron Branch. Is that Primal Roar available? 15 seconds, but the axes do actually miss. They're going to find Daywalker, and hasn't popped the piece yet. Does throw the axes, just does a little bit of damage. And a TP out there from the Ember.
Yeah, for Ember's Remnants. He's just gonna get away 9 out of 10 times. He's just able to kind of walk around the map, TP around the map. It's crazy. Leave a remnant in the base, is always gonna flash back to base. Oh, arrow lands. Man, on point. Oh, that's a dead shaman. Oh, the finger. Ember's able to get out. Sniper running in. Leshrak falls. Oh, double kill for Peters. Oof.
It was a very, very good